Greetings and welcome back to the channel. So today we're gonna take a look at the grid, the plant grid at the front, which is the courtyard. And we're just gonna go through how I have it set up so far. When I decided to move my orchids and change their pots and their medium, it was the best decision I could have made because they are flourishing, and this one even is putting out a spike, which I was blown away when I saw that. And the roots are getting so strong. So all of these orchids I purchased online, different kinds of files and specialty files. This was the only one I picked up at a big box store. I think it was a Lowe's, and it was a rescue plant that also gave me a pup, but the pup died. So these are all the orchids, and I've decided to put them at the top of the grid. These are the most recent purchase, these mini files. I'm so obsessed with mini files. I picked this one up because of how elongated the leaves were. The others were pretty rounded. So that was a little different. And this one, I just love the stem, that the kind of purple burgundy color, and the flowers are this delicate white with hues of, I don't know if that's like pink or purple. And it had so many spikes, like four. This one is a bit funky, it's like turned down. I also wanted a yellow one, and I saw this and I picked it up. These two I purchased in a Trader Joe, and these I'm thinking it was like Home Depot or Lowe's. Now, below the orchids, I have the oyas and a few ferns, mixed up in there, but a lot of oyas. And I also have below that some dendrobiums that we will get into shortly. But first, let's look at all the Hoyas. It is very noisy out today, so I hope you're not getting too much of the back noises. This one, the label says it's a sea stones, and I've seen a lot of people saying that it's a variegated Bertoni, but I actually have two of these, and this was my recent purchase. The other one, I didn't even know it was the same plant because it's more green. It don't really have that nice yellow or pinkish hue. So this is the other one of that sea stone that I have below. I'm just seeing this leaf, but mostly all the leaves are like a green on green variegation compared to the one we just looked at. This is more of a yellow on green, with the newer leaves having a little pinky hue. This one is a choic oya, and the leaves are a bit thick and a bit fuzzy. The sea stone is also a bit fuzzy, but I just love how neon green this is. I don't know if it's pulling, I don't, it's not coming through on the camera. I find it to be a slow grower. She hasn't done much for me since she's been here. I think she put out like these, but I haven't seen any new leaves or anything going on. But I still love that neon green. They're calling this one teacup on the tag. I actually know the name, but I can't remember it right now. The original name, the correct name, that is. But and these are all the proven winners. Leaf Joy, those little pots. That's all these oils are. That's where that's from that I've purchased from the big box store. I I love the new leaves on this one and how it sun stresses. This Hoya has been very active. She has put out all of these and leaf. All these are like new growth, and this is what they look like when they are older and more mature. And it's a bit more stiff, while these are softer, not as hard. But I love the veining on this plant. Then below that, we have the Adrift, which is a dark edge form oya. And these leaves are also a little fuzzy. I love the new leaves. Look how beautiful the new leaves are. They are just so cute. This one just started, growing, like it's adjust to its new environment and it's loving life here. So it's put out quite a few new growths, which I am proud of. Then we're gonna go below. The tag on this one is called Emerald Surf. Um, I wanted one, so it was like the only one, and I got it. But it wasn't in the best shape, and I was a bit worried, but not anymore because it's put out so many new growths. All of this is new growth. I even went back and I saw a fuller one. I was like, no, I'm gonna be satisfied with this one and have faith in what it can do. So the tag on the back of this one says it's a drift oya, and it looks nothing like the one we just saw up top. This is nicely sun stressed, and even the new leaves come in different than the new leaves of the other adrift we just saw. So I'm not sure. Maybe they have the wrong tag on it. Any which way, I'm enjoying all the different colors on this oil. This is my newest oil, and I love how red the new leaves came in, like that deep burgundy, and it's called red maroon. It's very, very, very pretty. That those new leaves and even the baby. I love how elongated the leaves are. They're not fuzzy, but they're very stiff. And yeah, that's that one. So we're gonna come over a little because I have one by itself, and then it's called Autumn Blush, and the leaves are beautiful. Look at the backs of this leaf. This is the back side. This was in the first set of ones that I picked up, so it's grown quite a bit, and yeah, It was struggling. I had it around the back and it was struggling. I lost a few, but once I moved it to its new location around the front, it has been thriving. This is the last oil I have um, on this stand, and it's a Matilda Splash. This one was not as splashy. It was another one I wanted in my collection, and they had a few or little showing up. So I grabbed the first one that I found, and it has all of these little vines reaching out. So we just looked at all of the oils, and now we're going to take a look at the fern and a few little other plants that we have on this stand. This is the newest fern, and it is called a ruffled harrow. I loved how the leaves shape, and it just had this gloss about it. The texture is very thick. It is just beautiful. I love the two-tone color of the green, and I love how the leaves are shaped, and it's thriving, it's loving its spot. Like everything here is doing so good. Then we're gonna move down here to the maiden hair fern. I just love how these new leaves come out and the colors and just how delicate they are, on their little long limb and how they move in the wind. And so this one had to be in the collection. I've always loved this fern. It was the first fern I added to this stand, and she's doing good. I have to keep up on the watering. They dry out quite a bit, so I have to make sure that I'm watering often. The last fern is this staghorn fern, and I've tried with staghorn fern in the before in the past, and nah, no luck. This one is doing good. It's even grown since I brought it home. Then below that, we have this beautiful anthurium that she has been rewarding me with bloom ever since I brought her home. Look at this half moon bloom. She's even working on a new bloom as we speak. I have to keep up on keeping this one moist as well because they don't really like to dry out as much. And it looks like it's loving the spot, rewarding me with blooms, new leaves, and just thriving. Beside that, we have this beautiful skin dapsits, and it's from one of their trial collection. I think like it has a number for its name or something like that. But I love the leaves. Below that, we have a ivy that is thriving. I just love how small the leaves were. I love the color contrast and the different tones. I love the pink stem. I loved everything about this ivy and decided to add it to the collection. We are coming to the end of this tour. We just have a few plants down there, some orchids, some dendrobiums that I've been rehabbing and I set them up differently in their little self-watering pots to see if that will help because they were struggling so badly. And hopefully I can get some blooms this year. So to the back of the stand, I do have this dendrobium orchid that did bloom for me. I got it at one of the shows a year or two ago, and it bloomed this beautiful little small orange flower. Let me see if I can get a better view. I lost the tags for all of these, so I have no names. I have some nice buds on this one, and I think it's been loving its self-watering pot and doing so much better. And hopefully, I'm gonna get some blooms this year. That one has a tag, but I tried to read it, and most of the words are like rubbed up. But it was a starter plant that has been struggling, so fingers crossed that she'll pick up. I still have hope. This one got badly sunburned when the stand was on the other opposite side where it gets really hot over there. But it looks like it's trying to recover. And yeah, then this one, not much going on. A few limpy leaves, some buds. I see a little greenery going on back here. It looks like something green coming up there. So I'm just gonna leave it and watch it and see what it does. This one is the same. I got very badly sunburned and I'm seeing newness coming up. So that is it. That is all the plants that are currently on this plant grid. Thank you so much for holding space. Please like, share, and leave a comment. Until next time, much love.